Hi guys, today I'm going to talk you through how to write the word season's greetings using basic strokes of calligraphy. I thought this would be a good example to chat through how you can apply the basic strokes, and you can see how versatile they are when writing. So I'm going to very quickly and roughly sketch this out in pencil, then I'll talk you through each of the letters. So once you've done that in pencil, I just use that because I'm still in the process of learning and I like to make sure my spacing is accurate. So now I'm going to break up the strokes using a green and a red pen, and I will go over the strokes in a brush pen so you can see the lighter and darker strokes. Just make sure that's in focus. It is. So you've got your entrance stroke here. Remember, when you're going up, it's a lighter stroke, and then you've got a down stroke here, and then you're going to do a backwards oval here. When I say backwards oval, your traditional oval, I'll just do it up here, would be starting here and pressure down, and then you loop on the finer stroke. So backwards oval is actually applying the pressure in the opposite direction. So you've got your upward stroke, downstroke, and then your backwards oval. Then you've got an entrance stroke here. This is, again, use the principle of the actual oval here. So you're going to have your thicker oval line there, but you're just going to loop it in from the join. So you've got entrance stroke light, a loop in to your oval. Entrance stroke, you're going to have an actual oval here, and then a downstroke. So light entrance stroke, oval, and a downstroke. Then we're on the S again, so we've got your upward stroke, downstroke, really I should change my pen colour again, into oval. Your O, upstroke, guessed it, oval. I'm actually going to do a video of the whole alphabet. People would find that useful anyway, just to show you how to do this. So if you can basically, if you're writing a specific word or phrase, you can look at each letter. Or if you've got anything you desperately want to see, just drop me a comment and I'll see if I can write it for you in calligraphy so you can get an idea. I don't mind making a video. Upstroke, and then you've got your compound curve for your N. So if you remember that. And then so you've got your compound, so you've got a finer upstroke, and then down, up, into your entrance stroke for your S, downward stroke again, and then your backwards oval. Seasons. It's easy as that. On to greetings. Using the same principles, you've got your entrance stroke, oval, and descending loop. I actually find that just writing different words on either if it's greeting cards or if you just choose to practice is a really good way to learn calligraphy kind of organically, and you know, gives it a little bit more purpose than just sitting there practicing. Isn't this fluid? So for your R, this is actually my least favourite letter because to me it doesn't make sense. So you've got an upward stroke, then you're going to have a downward stroke here into a very fine upwards flick, and then a downward stroke into a flick again. This doesn't particularly look like an R, hence why it doesn't make sense. But when it's written, I think it looks visually very aesthetic. So up and then down. It's kind of, you know what I mean? It doesn't quite look like an R. Anyway, I digress. And then you've got into your E again. So you've got your upward stroke, and then you're doing your oval, or similar to your oval, your modified oval. And this is the thing about the basic strokes. It's not a case of every single stroke is exactly the basic strokes. It's a form of the basic stroke. So it's either going to be an oval, an underturn, an overturn, ascending loop, descending loop, but you will modify them depending on what you're writing. But learn your basic strokes and it'll make modification a lot easier. Then we've got your E again. So you've got your entrance stroke to your modified oval. T, entrance stroke into an elongated underturn. And obviously you cut off before you don't go all the way up here again. You kind of, so it's elongated on this arm. So entrance stroke, elongated arm to normal arm. And then for your crossing your T's and dotting your I's, I just keep it very basic and do an upstroke. You can do a curly whirly stroke here. It depends how fancy you want to make it look. So entrance stroke into your I, and then this is simply an underturn. Entrance stroke, underturn. And then for your I, for dotting your I's, again, I'm just going to do a very light upward stroke. And then ends I also find quite difficult. So you do an overturn here, and then you're going to do a compound curve. You've got overturn, and then compound curve. And then you've got another G. That's your entrance stroke there. Oval. Descending loop. Oh. And then finishing off again with another S. Up, down, and up backwards. Oval. Give words like this a practice consistently, you will improve your calligraphy. So season's greetings, there you go. If there's any other words you may like to see, drop me a comment and please like and subscribe for similar content. Thank you, bye.